This episode of the Pie Strong podcast is brought to you by the Macquarie Inn Hotel, the best spot in town to catch UFC live on the big screens with full sound, cold beers, and a proper fight night atmosphere. Don't watch it at home, watch it where the locals watch it. The Macquarie Inn Hotel.
We're also brought to you by CosBuild. Do you want to update your living space? Anthony Costa from CosBuild can help you with all your renovation needs, big or small. Contact Anthony on Facebook at CosBuild or www.cosbuild.com.au. Strap in, enjoy the show.
So the Fusion World Dragon Ball Z cards, the box that I'm looking at are a bit of a rare one. That's why the box is worth so much money. But for me, I would rather open my first ever box, rip 24 packs, and if it's shit, it's shit. If it's good, it's good. Anyway, over to you, Brad.
Welcome back to the Pie Strong podcast. We had Kyle on last week, and now we're all addicted to trading cards of all sorts now. So I just opened up a $400 box of One Piece and got nothing. So it's proper gambling, eh?
Sad.
I got a couple of cool cards. Like Costa said, I should send a few of them away for grading. So
that was a bit of a Joe Rogan entry. Then you know how the podcast comes
we on, Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie, we're on. Fuck up. You know you're on, bro. Yeah. There's about 1,000 likes everywhere. Yeah, sometimes it starts up like the Michael J. White. I'd recommend anyone to as well go and listen to that Joe Rogan, Michael J. White. That was a freaking cool potty. But like it started with the most random, he's talking about random shit in about 5 minutes and he's like, Jamie, we on? Jamie's like, yes, Joe, we're on.
Yes, Joe. Yes, mate, we're on.
Anyway.
What's been happening, boys?
I have been working, sleeping and working. I've created a new shift at work where I'm starting really early and crossed with this diet that I'm on. It's been hard, hey? Like I've definitely need 3 p.m. nap.
Yeah.
I've been.
That means you got sleep apnea according to the railway.
Oh fucking hell!
There's this questionnaire they do for the medicals, and it's like, do you like to have a nap on the couch after work? It's like, fuck, who doesn't? Like that's mad.
I love a nap.
Time, and the kids are like not in your face or they're busy or whatever, and you have a nap on the lounge while watching telly. Fuck, you can't beat it. But apparently you got sleep apnea if that happens.
So I'm finishing around that 2:30, 3 o'clock mark.
Yeah.
So I'm coming home. I pick Austin up from school, come home, and I didn't turn the aircon on today. So I woke up like after a half an hour power sleep, sweating my absolute out. So
you what?
Well, I can't say the word because
YouTube doesn't like it.
Yeah.
We are making good effort though too as well.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Cunts.
Shadow banned again.
Just a wee update too as well, fellas, on the Pie Strong podcast, Wolfpack Biggest Loser. How are we going with the weight loss?
Yeah, good. What I found interesting is the different approaches we're all doing. Like, see, I won't eat fruit, and you're eating a fair bit of fruit.
I love fruit, yeah.
And Jack, you're doing intermittent fasting, where I feel like my body reacts a bit better, and I feel like my mentality is a bit better throughout the day if I'm constantly eating. So I try and eat as clean as I can, like, you know, your veggies, protein and carb, a little bit of fat. Like I might add some almonds if I have a really lean meat. Yep. But if I have a fatty meat, I won't have the almonds type thing. Mm-hmm. But I'll be eating like every 3 hours, just keeping full on clean food. Where, you know, what do you like about the fasting, Jack? Do you like just eating bigger meals to feel fuller, or?
I just like the idea of giving my gut a bit of a break.
Yep.
Like, so it's not constantly just in overdrive trying to fucking burn something off.
Yeah.
Where when you sort of get yourself into that fasting state, your body starts to rely on using its fat stores instead of the energy you're putting into it.
Yeah.
So the idea is that it helps you burn fat a bit quicker.
Yeah, that's all the research I've done too as well. But a lot of the other research is if you eat multiple meals a day that are good, your body starts using the stored fat anyway because it's not starving itself waiting for the next meal. So I'm on the side of I'm eating really good, healthy food. And I'm so proud of myself. Like, you don't realize how much crap you're eating. I said this last podcast until, you know, but the benefit that my body's feeling already I rang Jack, like the heartburn, indigestion, reflux, whatever the combination I was getting. When I was at UFC, I said, I don't want to get a solo because I know what solo is going to do to me. You know, I would love to have a solo now just to see the effects. I know when I ate a banana, the potassium and everything in that, man, killed. It killed. I eat a banana now and I'm sitting there waiting for it, and that's just after 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm at 127.3, so I've lost just over 7 kilos now, and that is a bit of skipping, body weight exercises, burpees, knee raises, arm raises, under knee claps, like all of that simplistic stuff you can do in the back of your own house. And I'm really happy with 7 kilos. I can see it in my face, feel better.
You look less red.
Yeah, well, look, the cholesterol was probably a problem. I was probably fucking dying if I could be honest. But it's making that mental adjustment now, opening the cupboard. Like, it was such a routine. I would come home, open the cupboard, not even hungry.
Yeah.
And I'm looking to go, and, you know, we're blessed at home to have a pantry full of food, fruit, you know, but there's no soft drink in the house. There's never been. You know, none of our kids drink soft drink. At the back of the cupboard there might be cordial, but, you know, water's always been the only drink in the house, and milk. So
how much have you lost now, Matt?
it's just 7.7 or 7.3 kilos.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just
really good.
That's with zero. You know, if anyone's at that point in their life that wants to take the steps, I haven't even started at the gym yet. You know what I mean? Like, I've done a session of jiu-jitsu. I'm doing some small exercises, but
it just
all
proves
starts
that
with the
diet's key.
Yeah.
Diet's key. It's a majority of what you need to do.
Yeah.
Funny thing, I actually I told you guys in the chat that I was down 6. Like, that was early in the afternoon. Then I went and did a workout. Okay, I was 7.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lost another. It's just water weight, but yeah.
I'm down 3.2.
Yeah, but Matt, you weren't 140, bro.
104.
Yeah, but the problem was Jack and I, and hopefully you don't mind me saying this,
No.
Jack and I are 6'6" and 6'7". We're a huge body mass, and it doesn't look like people always go, Matt, you can't be 135 kilos. You don't look fat. And I'm like, you've got no idea what is around my waist, brother. So you know, for both Jack and I to grow up as long as we have, 30 plus years, I think both of us looked at each other and said, you're a fat piece of shit. So it's good to you know, see the kilos going off you, Jack. It's good, and it's a blessing to have you too as well, Brad, because, you know, any advice you've got, I've seen what you've taken your body through, and
That's all bro science now. Like, is the stuff I used to do, is that all outdated now?
No way.
No.
No, man. No. It's not.
The weighing the broccoli at Hog's Breath probably
That was
is,
retarded.
but
that was a little bit retarded. Yeah.
Well, I don't think I told you, I went to Chinese as well, and I said, do you have any, like, chicken that's not marinated or covered in sauce or anything? They're like, yeah. And I
chicken
said,
feet.
give me a full plate of that and some rice. And then I weighed it all out, and my mum's like, what is wrong with you? Like, you got to stop this shit. And I'm like,
But you took your body to
it's not a phase, Mum.
the absolute extreme at
Yeah.
point A, the absolute extreme at point B and point C. And point A and point B and point C is you trimmed to an absolute freak. You're built to an absolute freak. And, you know.
Like, I feel I was at my most happiest. I think I was about 12 or 13% body fat. And, like, I was still having cheat meals and just eating normal, but, like, definitely not overeating. And I felt fit. I got to a point where I had to do 20 minutes of fasted cardio every morning, and I had to have my heart rate above 120. And towards the end, before that bodybuilding comp, I couldn't get my heart rate above 120 because I didn't have the energy. Like, I was fit as fuck. And I'm like sprinting down this road trying to get my heart rate up, and it wasn't going up. Like, I've got no energy to keep running.
Not eating
I am
enough.
mudded. Yeah. So I just depleted and just, like, looked like an AIDS patient. But
Yeah, you looked bad when you were, like, you looked good. You know, you lost all the body fat. You were, you know, ready for stage, but it just looked weird to see you
think
depleted.
head was so big, eh?
It looked weird for our point of view, because we'd seen the overweight, unhealthy Brad transform into that. If you walked into a room of people that didn't see you before, they would have looked at you and gone, fuck, he's fit.
Well, put this into perspective, right? So when I was in Queensland living, I was 130 kilos just fat. Like, hadn't stepped foot into a gym since I was like 14, 15 years old. And then I remember, I think it was before Zoe got pregnant with Sloane, I tried to get into a truck and I was puffed out stepping into the truck. And then the next morning, I'm like, fuck, I'm fat. Like, I really need to do something. And then I put my socks on. And how I used to have to put my socks on, I'd bend right down, put it on my toes, and then I'd rock backwards on the bed and rip it up.
Yep.
Yep.
I know, Jack.
So
I know.
That feeling when your gut's in the way, you can't do that anymore. Because I had a sore back at the time too, so that's why I was doing it. But then I was like, oh, I'm puffed out from like my gut's in the way and I'm squishing my gut just trying to get these socks on. Like, I really got to do something. So I've gone
PTSD
all the way down.
for Jack and I right now.
I remember when you lost all that weight, Brad, and you were just looking good, but then you started bulking again.
Yeah.
And like the scale was slowly creeping up and you were just fucking freaking out like, fuck, I don't want to be fat again. I don't want to be like,
it was an eating
bro,
disorder,
it's muscle,
man.
just relax.
Eating disorder. And then, so anyway, I got down to 74. And then when I normalized, I was sitting around that 95. And then I found powerlifting. So then I'm like, okay, I've got to get fat. Fat is strong. So I started putting on the weight. And do you think I could fucking get over 124 kilos? I had to get to 126 to try and beat Will's bench press record in the equipment, and I could not get there. There was days where I was eating KFC 3 or 4 times just to jam food into me, and I could not get over 124.
Did it ever make yourself sick?
Yeah, I was one extreme to the other. So when I was like bulimic, spewing up fucking cakes and chocolate and shit, I'd be spewing up just from overeating.
Yeah.
And then I'd be trying to do a workout or something. I'd have too much food in my guts and I'd go and spew. Like, it was, I've gone both extremes. I'm embarrassed to say, but both extremes.
No, don't be embarrassed,
spectrum,
man. You're taking your body to absolute limits and you should be proud of it. Like, there's obviously some actions and, events in there that you're probably not too proud of, but it's because you wanted to take your body to the absolute limit. But fucking proud of you, lads. Weight's going down, and even if weight's not falling off, just that conscious effort to, you just said something before, Brad, getting up into the truck, something that hit me. Obviously, I've got some athletic kids in my household. You would be as well with your daughters, and Jack, you will get there. But when they start running rings around you and you've just done a little dash for 15 seconds and you can feel yourself start breathing heavy, I was like, wow, like, that's why it's not like that, but I'm gonna be super transparent. When I did my session at jiu-jitsu, the warm-up, bro, the warm-up sat me on my ass. Like, my hemis went tight. I've gone mad. Like, I used to come in here and it was like round after round after round after round, and I would be like, who's up next? I went in there and Shelley's gone, okay, who's the most senior here? Big fella jumped up, started running around sideways, clap your hands up, burpees, push up. I was fucked. But anyway, it's good to see us having a crack. We're only a few weeks deep, so I can't wait to see the transformation after 6 months, lads.
Is it? There's not going to be an end point to this, is there? There's going to be like we're trying to change our lifestyles for the better, right?
Yeah, and for me, this isn't. I'm not trying to compete at the Olympics.
Yeah.
I'm trying to change my lifestyle.
We're getting older.
Yeah. I want to be able to still eat good food. Like tonight, I made butter chicken, basmati rice. I just didn't eat the naan bread.
Yep.
Like I made McFrappes for the kids. I let them enjoy it. While their metabolism can eat it and shit it out, I didn't eat it.
Yep.
I'm eating bowls of fruit instead of, the company I work for, we're again blessed. They provide breakfast, lunch, 7 days a week for us. So as the top dog, I get to choose what's in the fridge and the pantries and that. So all the snacks, the chocolates, the drinks, you name it. It's all there ready to rock and roll. I never have to go home. Now, you know, and I've always just drank water, but it's just the snacking, Brad. So, yeah, mate, it's not 6 months. Yeah, look what we did. Go back to it. I think this is something I want to do for the rest of my life.
Do you find your kids are watching you and like, oh, why are you eating like
100 fucking %. I went and weighed myself on the scales. Do you know who was behind me? Both the boys going, oh, you lost weight. Oh, I went to the cupboard today, picked up, I've had a block of Biscoff Cadbury chocolates, crushed Biscoff in it. I picked it up. Austin was on his laptop doing his homework and he goes, you know what I mean? And he's like, you're not having that? And I said, I was just sniffing it, you little shit. Yeah. Ended up having a piece and he's like, oh, is that right? You know, he is watching.
Yeah.
Oh, it's making me feel emotional, but it is. He is watching and it's me showing him that I've got the willpower to do it and I want to be better for him. He listens to the podcast every time we travel on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And last week I gave him a bit of a shout out because, you know, I said, Jack and you were arguing about Taira and Horiguchi.
Yeah.
But yeah, just him listening to the podcast and him understanding what we're doing. He's invested in what I'm doing. And yeah, it makes me proud that I'm leading as the man of the house. Yeah. Anyway, it's like that went on way too long.
Yeah. Is what it is.
That's all right.
It's our podcast.
Yes, that's right.
All right, let's recap this fight night that's just gone on. What do you reckon of it overall? I thought it was decent. Nothing blew your dick off, but it was decent.
I was heavily invested because of my 18-leg multi, and I can honestly say this is probably the best fight night that I've seen in a while.
Yep.
There's been better fight nights, but there was just a consistent. I thought the pacing was super quick, and I couldn't figure out what it was. They weren't doing the interviews.
Yeah, all the prelims didn't have interviews.
But they normally interview prelims.
Some, if they go decision, they don't. If there's a knockout, they normally always do, or a mad finish.
Like UFC 325, obviously it's a main pay-per-view event. Well, it's not anymore. It's Paramount. DC interviewed from the first fight all the way to Volkanovski. So yeah, it was just weird. Remember how he interviewed all the Contender Series and everything. So everyone got an interview. It was just weird. I felt like as soon as it finished, the next fighter was there with the cut man. So I just thought the pacing was really quick.
Yep.
There was really good fights in both the prelims and the main card. But
so like my 4 locks that I was so convinced would win, I'm 2 from 4. So I picked Jordan Levitt to beat the undefeated Yadir DeVale. And I just had a weird feeling about that one, just because of the Dalgarian betting scandal stuff. So Jordan Levitt ends up winning a decision pretty convincingly. Next up, we had Phil Rowe versus Jean-Paul Lebonosiani. How do you reckon this guy would have went against Austin Vanderford? Because that fight was cancelled. Like, he handled Philip Rowe pretty well, eh?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm probably different of an opinion there. I don't think he handled him too well. There was nothing special to say that he was an up and comer. He's
not going to be a world beater, but like he wasn't.
No, he didn't look in danger. No, yeah. Of course. No, I just wanted to have a different opinion.
We saw Austin Vanderford's last fight. That was fucking shit.
Yeah, but the one before.
The one before was okay, but
decent, yeah.
You know, he came in as a heavy favourite on that last fight and then got absolutely handled.
Yeah.
And I just think it probably would have been the same this time.
Yep.
Some Bellator fighters just aren't built for the UFC.
Like nearly all of them, except
pretty much most of them.
Next up, we had Ramiz Brahimaj versus Punahele Soriano. So Soriano was the next one I was fairly convinced was going to win, but this one was close, eh?
I think Ramiz won it.
Do you?
Yeah, I think
I was surprised
he got the rough
Puna
end of
didn't
the
wrestle.
stick.
He must have been worried about that ground game.
I'm on the same card as Jack. I thought old Remy won, but yeah, look. Yeah, see, then you look at that and your whole perception.
Yeah, but if you break it down,
takedowns, man.
You could just go, righto, just say Puna had 66 hits in the first round and Ramirez was spread out. You know what I mean? Like it's a hard.
And then the percentages too as well, 58% versus 53, significant strikes, 56% versus 43. It just, from a visual, I thought old fucking Brahimi Yaj was the winner.
That's weird.
We had the girl fight, so I was going to bet on this for a KO or decision by Jocelyn Edwards, and she ended up getting a submission. So
she looked absolute dog shit in the first round. I was like, what is going on? Because I said that was one of my locks, remember? I'm like, lock her in. You know, the height of her, the money was heavy on her. The first round, she looked like she was stuck in the mud. And then
she ended up snapping something in Old Love's shoulder, though, eh? Like she was pretty hurt. She slammed her and then choked her out, but it was pretty hectic. There was a loud, like, audible snap when she hit the ground.
Yeah. I've got a hot take of Courier.
Go on.
He's going to be fucking champion.
He looked good, eh?
Man,
that's Josh Van's training partner.
He looked fucking insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Just completely cool, calm, collected, in control, ready to murder.
It can do everything, eh?
Yeah.
O'Day Osborne versus Alabi Ediris. This one was close too.
Yeah. But I think Alabi definitely won.
Yeah.
I was on him too as well, but yeah, I definitely won.
So Chidi and Jaquanu versus Carlos Leal. How fucking dangerous did Chidi look at the start with those just like rapid fire leg kicks, that were just
quicker than hands too as well. And it was just calf, inner thigh, calf, question mark kick, body. I'm like, brother, you got hands. Where's your
Carlos
hands?
is just like eyes bulging like this, just walking forwards like
he's
psycho.
He's cardio and pressure was just definitely always going to win it there. But yeah, when he first started that fight, I'm like, oh, he's in trouble.
Next up, a lot of people are calling robbery on this. Oh, this is the first fight on the main card too, by the way. Zach Reese versus Michelle Pereira. Who'd you score it for?
I had Pereira. I definitely
saw damage.
Yeah, I seen the first round went Pereira, second round went Reese, and then third round was really freaking close. So I was expecting a draw.
Yep.
But yeah, look, it was classic Pereira.
Yeah, he's just got all the tools, but just doesn't.
He gasses too hard, man. He's such a big body.
He's good for the first minute or two.
Yeah.
And he's just done.
Zachary looked good though. He looked good, but you know, there's just different levels to UFC. And if you look at middleweight, if you're losing to Michelle Pereira, you know, you're not a champion quality. You know what I mean? He should, if he wants to look at the top 10, top 5, you need to be fucking. It doesn't have to be a KO or a submission, but it needs to be a unanimous decision and a complete masterclass. And he looked outclassed, you know, for 50% of that fight.
Yep. Next up, I need to fact check myself again. So Jacoby Smith, I got mixed up with Elijah Smith.
Yeah,
that's the father and son duo, the power slam. So I thought that's who this guy was. Not that guy, but this guy is a fucking freak athlete, Juice to the gills. And they both were,
Josiah Harrell, when his quads come out, it was so crazy to see 11-0 and seeing someone so heavily the underdog.
Yeah.
And everyone in the commentary booth were just saying it's nice to have 2 undefeated fighters, but there's absolute levels to this. That Josiah would have cleaned up so many people at welterweight, and he looked like he'd never fought before.
Yeah.
That Jacoby Smith is going to be danger. And I see no weakness. He's wrestling. He's grappling.
His gas tank against Nico Price, that's his only knock so far. Like, he was such a heavy favourite against Nico Price. I hope I'm not getting this wrong again. Fuck me.
Surely you've done research.
Surely. I'm just...
Yeah, look, I think he will be a problem, but he's also got to be not rushed too quick. A lot of fighters these days are being pushed too fast. And when I look at new welterweight talent, I think only one person comes to mind I think is going to be a problem. And I think that's Yaroslav Amosov.
Well, who? Harrisman Yaroslav.
Yaroslav Amosov. He was the former welterweight champion Bellator. He's the Ukrainian.
Oh, that's right. The guy that got his belt from the underground.
Yeah, during the war. Yeah. Man, we slept on him against Neil Magny.
Who he was. Yep.
Yeah. And he absolutely fucking dominated him.
Jacoby submitted Nico Price round 2.
Yeah, so I remember him gassing in the first round. I'm going to have to rewatch that. But
yeah. He looked absolutely fucking phenomenal though. So, man, definitely looked juiced to the gills.
And bad stoppage too. What do you reckon?
Bad stoppage. Horrible.
What was your bad stoppage that went on for too long?
Well, I think Hatley stumbled and didn't get there.
He didn't touch Jacoby, man. He was touching fucking Josiah.
Yeah, he fucked up.
He pushed his body in front of him. And he's trying to cover the fucking bloke on the ground, man. What do you mean?
That's not what I seen. I seen him jump down and he stumbled on the legs.
I'm going to find it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. He stumbled on the legs.
He stumbled and he didn't get to him.
And he didn't get to him. And Jacob and all the commentary are like, why is he pushing a fighter? His job is to fight until he gets touched.
I think that's
I could be wrong.
Take what they were saying too, but you don't want to see it. Like
he was mudded. Him trying to get up, he was absolutely mudded. But yeah. I could be wrong, but that the way I seen it as a visual was he stumbled and then he took his frustration out on Jacoby by going, get off, push him off. It's like I've seen Benson Henderson fucking dive bomb his fucking fist into Michael Bisping's chin while he's stiff.
Dan Henderson.
What did I say? Benson. Dan Henderson. And the ref didn't, it is what Brad, it is.
I've sent you the link. Can you share your screen and bring it up?
Jamie, bring it up. Bring it up.
Where'd you send it?
The group chat.
Right. I'll share my screen first.
Yeah, you're right though, Jack. If he doesn't get pushed too early,
I literally I know what you're saying, but I know what you're going to say, but I just literally watched it, man. He put his hand on him. And the guy
I was talking about
the guy kept fucking hitting, man. He kept punching, and then he gets pushed. So it's like, I understand you're in the moment, but
can you do me a favor, Jack? If it's not too much,
put it into the notes,
in the docs, so I don't have to get
Facebook. Yeah, of course.
When I said push too early, I was more talking about the title run. I was like, I think if he just looks at,
there you go,
at getting a few more fights under his belt, I think he's going to be welterweight champion.
There we go.
Big shots here too.
Bang, hand on him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're fucking spot on.
How do we play it again? Play it again.
And he kept punching.
So boom.
Big shots here too.
He's out.
1, 2. So there's two more. There's two more punches.
I don't care. Like the rule is, he knows the referee's touching him.
Yeah, but you're in a fight, man. You're so dialed in,
Matt. You know that person is out. Like if you're in a fight, you know that person's out.
I've seen way worse than that.
You're a professional fighter.
Way worse than that.
They don't. 100%.
And I've never seen a ref push a fighter.
Fucking what's his name?
Jorge Masvidal in the Ben Askren.
the tarantula.
Oh, Jalen
Turner.
Jalen Turner versus Bobby Green. The referee just sat there and watched him get fucking hit about 20 times.
Yeah, right. So he's out.
Bang.
Yeah, he puts his arm in between on his lat, hey? And it's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, he's absolute dialed in. Like, I'm not making I am making an excuse for him. Like, he's looking, and then it's like, you're in a fight.
But, like, has he got tunnel vision so bad that he thinks that's Josiah's arm?
Well, you don't know. You guys have never been in a fucking UFC octagon, absolute jacked up on Mountain Dew trying to kill someone. You know what I mean? Like, it's I just thought the pushing was I thought the pushing was uncalled for.
I don't. He didn't stop hitting when the referee touched him.
So watch it again. Just one more time. Watch it again, right? So this is where I think it goes too far, right? He stops him. He pushes him. Leave it there. He touches him again and then pushes him as if to say, like, motherfucker, I'm being paid to murder this man. Jump in front quicker. Get me.
And this guy's paying. What do you mean jump in front?
Stop me. Put your head over his head. Make me punch you.
Oh my God.
Make me punch you.
You're killing me.
Nah.
You're absolutely killing me. He did his job perfectly. And he's probably pissed off at the fact that he didn't listen to him the first time.
No, shouldn't put your hands on fighters, mate.
Because I guarantee he's not just sitting there touching him. He's probably going, stop. So one, he's not listening to him. Two, he's not responding to him touching. Let's look at his lips.
Is he saying stop? No, he doesn't even say stop. He doesn't even say stop. He's wearing black gloves. I'm seeing black gloves, thinking that they're the UFC gloves.
You're kidding. Listen to your reach. Listen to you.
I am reaching. I've got a fucking wingspan like an albatross, mate.
Yeah, fuck. Anyway, late stoppage, bit of a dog act by Jacoby. Rewatching that.
Jumping on
fuck yeah.
Dog acts.
Next up, we got Sergey Spivak versus Ante Dalia. Is this the only one you got wrong?
I was on Fluffy, but I am so disinterested in heavyweight. I think if the division of heavyweight left UFC, who's missing it?
Not at
See that silence?
But that's why we were so excited, or I was so excited by Ante Dalia coming in because he come in and got a knockout. Was it Marcin Tybura?
Yeah,
something like that. And then he gets knocked out by Waldo. I was like, fuck, well, that puts a halt on it. He had a little bit of momentum and then it's gone. But now Waldo, you want to see Waldo fight, don't you?
He's probably my favourite. You know, it's bad. It's bad.
I've got a few heavyweights that I've been sort of keeping an eye on. I can't wait to see him fight again. It's the bloke. He's trains at City Kickboxing, the Balkan Bear. I don't think he's ranked. What's his name?
Yeah, right. No, I don't know.
He's a big dude, man. He moves well. He hits hard, like really well rounded. The bloke that shakes his titties.
Oh yeah,
Stephen Asgard or something like that. Yeah, him. I reckon he's going to do well.
He's got cardio for days. Like that's a different beast,
yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Rizvan Kuniev, I'm keen to see him again.
Volta Walker. I just want to see Volta Walker come back.
Same.
Snatch another heel.
There you go. We're being positive there. We got a couple of good heavyweights. Volta Walker.
Rizvan.
Yeah, Rizvan had awesome takedown defense, but he wasn't that flash, was he? Like
no, but he definitely
beat Almeida.
He had dog in him.
Yeah, he'll be interesting to watch.
Well, where is Almeida? Is Almeida in there, or has he been dropped?
No, he's not in the UFC anymore.
Yeah, but remember he was in the rankings last week. Jack's like, nah, if he's still in the rankings. And I said, usually it takes a bit to update. And he's like, nah, it's instant.
You're gone, brother.
You're gone. Almeida's out.
Brando Pericic. It's the Balkan Bear from Sid Kickboxing.
Mad.
I don't know how to say his last name, but
Volk just did a cook with Volk.
He's fucking unreal, man.
As well.
The Balkan Dad, I've never heard of him.
The Balkan Dad, he's made a real Balkan breakfast. That's fucking a lot of food, bro. Anyway.
Next up, Dan Ige versus Milky Costa. This KO is contender for KO of the year. Like, Dan Ige's never been stopped.
Never.
Can we put it down because it wasn't an out cold KO, or are we counting it as a KO? Because we didn't last year. It was out cold KOs.
Was it?
We didn't last year, mate. Then it can't be changed.
I reckon include it, man, because it was just because of how he done it.
Let's
spinning. I'll add him in there.
Add it in there. How selfish of us. Let's do everything you want to do, Brad. No, I agree. Get it in there.
Right at the end of the first round, just spinning back kick straight into the fucking nostrils of Dan Ige, just dropped him like a bag of shit.
It's one of them. Oh fuck! I hate when I do this because you always roll your eyes. But Conor McGregor's in his training sessions with a heavy bag. You always see that low, short, spinning back kick. And I've always gone, where's that fucking landing? And that was the perfect example of
Max
them
Holloway
coming
landed
in.
it on Gaethje's nose too.
Of them coming in, dropped levels, and just absolute clean on the chin.
So this is where my winning streak fell apart on my picks, because Dan Ige got destroyed. And then straight away, Uros Medic just destroyed Jeff Neal.
What's the lock?
In the wrong thing.
Oh, jeez.
Go on, this is your job. You wanted to soundboard. Now, there
Where's
you go.
the lock? Where's the lock?
Boom.
Come on, mate. You're supposed to have this organised.
That's your part of the fucking control board, mate.
All right.
I've already fucked up mine. Jack wasn't on the screen for a bit there.
Oh, thanks.
One job I've got. No, I've got a couple. So yeah, Uros Magic, he looked fucking amazing.
He looked really good, didn't he? I don't know if it was just he looked good or if Jeff Neal looked bad. But Jeff Neal's chin,
Damn.
See you later.
I thought it was a graze, but have you seen the video of him? It's literally knocked the snot out of him.
Oh yeah, when he hit the ground.
When he hits the
People
ground,
are
it's
saying
like,
it's like
what
fucking. They're showing like diagrams of your brain and like fluid in your brain. They reckon that's come out, not snot.
Fucking hell,
That's it. I'm like,
that.
wow.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it's not.
Pretty sure
It's
there's
not.
things in the cavity.
That's
there.
a lot of fucking snot, brother. He knocked his sinus clean.
You've got
Jeff Neal's woken up and going, oh, brother, I can breathe.
bitch, I can breathe.
My cardio's going to be insane. Nah, he knocked his brain fluid out.
I'm a
Fucking
bit
killed
embarrassed
him.
about the next one, fellas.
Well, we all called it before the card.
Yeah.
And I've got a receipt where we were talking about it because I just had a feeling Sean Strickland was going to win. And
I was just on a hate wagon of Sean Strickland, and it hit me when I was like, why the fuck did we sleep on Sean Strickland? And this was
why were you on a hate wagon?
I don't know. I just was like, I've always disliked Sean.
I've liked him, but he always goes, we're going to go to fucking war, guys. And then he has like a jab fight. Like, that's what annoyed me. But I always thought he was entertaining.
Now, I hated the charade that he had before, and then he got the belt, and you started to see the politics take a hold of him. And then, I've just never been a fan of him.
Yeah.
I don't like his carry on and blah, blah. I don't know. And then I jumped on to the Barnhill Brothers. Shout out to the Barnhill Brothers, a bit of a podcast on UFC in America. And,
Follow us.
I'm like, fluffy all the way. Fluffy all the way. And they're like, you sure about that? I'm like, brother, podcast against podcast. We lose.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Sean Strickland just showed that there's levels to this. So that just like destroyed all the hope we had of a good matchup with Fluffy and Hamzat. Like, I feel like Hamzat would destroy Fluffy now after that.
Probably. I reckon you're probably right. But
then,
it also opens the door for Strickland versus Chimaev.
and I want to see that fight. Probably
I do
more than
too.
anything, yeah.
and
they've trained together. I mean,
Yeah.
and then how weird does it go? Can Hamzat cipher the weirdness of Sean Strickland? Even Conor McGregor posted. He's like, fuck, that's what happens when you just go to the gym every day and shit fight, and then you just fucking come out and you just do weird shit.
he did say that too, didn't
Yeah,
he? He's like, this is the benefits of sparring every day and just fighting shit people and learning how to just dodge shit attacks. That's like you're just constantly ready for whatever's thrown at you.
So a couple of interesting things could come out of this, right? Or already have. Hamzat, you've got it in the news, Jack, saying he's injured. But I think Hamzat's just bulked up thinking he's going to fight Pereira.
He's not
Or
injured.
Yuri.
He just fucking, he's sparring Khalil Roundtree and fucking Luke
So
Rockhold.
I feel like he's just
He's
bulked up
fighting light heavyweights, man.
and he's fucked up. He can't or doesn't want to cut the weight or for whatever reason.
Yeah, look, that's a pretty solid take, I reckon. And, he's probably heard Dana over the weekend going, no.
Pereira
No,
can do what he wants, but Hamzat can't.
Yeah, I would like to see him defend his title first. And we know how much say Dana has in these situations, right? He has the final say. Like, if he says, no, you're not moving up, you're not moving up.
That's right, yeah.
And it's making it really tough. I mentioned to Brad Jack before we started that even with the news that we've got in here, right, it's UFC's a bit stagnant at the moment because so much is on this White House card. No one else wants to fight. No one's trying to book fights in. It's just, there's a bit of pressure on the UFC to keep producing fight cards at the moment with decent people in them.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. It's
like, look at the chopping and the changing of McGregor's opponents.
Yeah, that's crazy. The
Prate's
rumors coming out of that.
Prate's come out today. He spoke to that man. I'm just on the Carlos train.
He's
hey,
cool, can't
He's so good,
and
man.
he's just the way he's like, this. I would be absolutely honoured to fight him. I definitely want to go for the title fight, but if that option's there, I know what I do to him.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh.
Honestly, how do you feel like that fight would go? I feel like Carlos would kill him. I think I said that last week too.
Connor's definitely a much bigger body now. He's genuinely a fucking welterweight. He's not a lightweight anymore. He's definitely quick. He's still sharp.
Carlos has never been
that left
lightweight.
hand, but that left hand only is so strong for so long. You've seen what he did in featherweight, lightweight. He definitely you've seen it. The reaction when he hit people. I just don't think it's going to be the same reaction in welterweight.
I don't think it transfers up to welterweight for sure. And he's not really a decision fighter because of his gas tank. Yeah. It's not great.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, Carlos is just so long and rangy. Mm. Like if he was to fight at his weight class, it's probably middleweight, right?
Connor's got
that's different.
A bit more of altogether. A gas tank than we think, right? I know we've seen him, definitely fade. The Nate Diaz fight went 5 rounds.
But he was muttered.
He was muttered in round 3, round 4. He come out and won that. The
first fight only went 2 rounds.
Only went 2 rounds. Then
what happened in that one?
Khabib, he took Khabib to round 4. Name another fighter that's taken
He
Khabib
did better
to
in the
round
Khabib
4.
fight than the fucking second Nate fight.
Yeah,
so a real estate agent took Khabib the distance.
Yeah, but Khabib obviously wanted to make that look like it was difficult for him. He was being handed a belt from a real estate agent. You can't tell how many times
Khabib made it look difficult. Okay,
he tried to make it look difficult, Jack. How many times did Khabib try and take Al Quinta down? He was running around.
Remember that different because I thought he mollywopped him for 5 rounds.
He did. He just punched him. He didn't wrestle him. There was never a moment where he put him on the ground like he did to Gaethje, fucking Poirier, McGregor. He didn't do it to him. He just ran around knowing that he's just going to piece him up on the hand. And that's how shit Al Quinta is because Khabib can't fucking throw a left and right to save his life.
So he didn't take Khabib. Khabib didn't take him down.
I didn't say that. I said Khabib didn't use his wrestling like he did against all the other high-level athletes that he's fought. Connor's gone to a decision with Max Holloway.
Where he wrestled. That one still spins me.
Yep. Yeah. I think the round 3, the halfway between round 2 and round 3 is Connor's biggest kryptonite. But he gets a second wind in that 4 and 5. So yeah, I think Carlos Prates definitely beats Conor. But I'm still interested to see it. I'm interested to see Rufi versus Conor. I'm interested to see.
That one's a bit more fair.
Yeah. It's the same styles, the same stances. Like, it's definitely going to be exciting. Colby Covington's been thrown in. Justin Gaethje's been thrown in. But I think
weren't they talking about, or was this your pick, Jack? Colby versus Bo. They're talking.
No, there was rumors about that. Bo posted something cryptic like "See you soon, Colby." So I think that's going to be a White House.
That's a fight to make, eh?
That'd be a fun fight.
185, wouldn't it?
It'd have to be. Bo can't get 170.
And Conor posted the welterweight rankings. It's going to be a no name. So can you bring up the rankings for welterweight? If we go top 15, Michael Page, Gilbert Burns, Leon Edwards. It's not going to be any of them. Could be Sean Brady. But yeah, it's definitely
Sean Brady just wrestles him.
Yeah, it's going to be a striker. It's either going to be Carlos Prates. It's going to be. I just don't think McGregor's going to get down to JDM. You mentioned that today. Yep. And I'll tell you what, if he beats Jack Della Maddalena, does that not project him into title shot contention, beating the number 1 ranked?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy to then go? Yeah. Far out.
Yeah,
I'm just going to punch his head in, eh? That'd be JDM. Just going to turn up and punch his face in.
I think we see McGregor Diaz 3.
Yeah,
that's the one that makes most sense.
Sense, of course. Yeah. Diaz has to be accepted back in the UFC.
Or Chandler.
It's not going to be Chandler. McGregor, Dana already said it's not Chandler.
Why? I want to know why.
Because I just don't think...
Chandler's been a good boy.
Yeah, but unfortunately, sometimes nice guys finish last, Brad. He's held on, and this is the risk of holding on for so fucking long for someone. You know, I feel sorry for him, but I don't think it's Chandler.
There's a shitload of fun fights for him. Like, even Dan Hooker would be fun for McGregor.
Yeah, that's who they're saying. Like, if you're going to go lightweight, go for a Dan Hooker. Go for someone that's kind of... Sorry, Dan. Love you, brother. Not
Dan,
in that way. Not in the way you love me, but...
No,
you know,
we know your preferences now, mate. It's okay.
But, yeah, look, I just don't... The posting of the welterweight rankings, the no-name... you know, that could be him just being mentally fucking...
Is he trying to say JDM's no name?
Yeah, like, or he could be saying anyone's a no-name, but...
Well,
yeah.
D-Rod's in jail, allegedly. MVP's booked. Colby versus Bo's the fight to make. Uros Medic is not a big enough name. Gilbert won't get it. Bonfim's not big enough. Buckley would... Nah. Leon Edwards would be a good one for Conor.
Yeah, that's what I said last episode. You know, Leon Edwards is definitely a striker.
Kamaru Usman would wrestle fuck him.
But
Brady's
Leon would
boring.
just wrestle him too as well. Leon, like you've seen Leon wrestle in the Kamaru 2 fight.
Yeah.
So I think Leon would want to win against Conor, and that's what everyone would want to do. Everyone would just want. But Conor's all of his training videos have all been wrestling. So
Fuck it. Give him Islam.
imagine,
Fuck yeah.
imagine
the uproar in the community.
Fuck it. Who cares?
Fuck
Give
it,
him
let's
Islam.
go. Yeah.
Give him fucking Islam and watch him get tapped out again.
Oh, fuck. Rightio.
Sorry,
Let's
Matt.
just finish
Sorry.
off this main event on this card. So Sean Strickland went to the post-fight presser, and he's like the first UFC fighter to get censored. So he was talking mad shit about gays and kept calling Hamzat Chimaev a goat fucker. He called out Fluffy's coach. Can't remember his first name. Someone West. He married
Jim
Aspen
West.
Ladd. Who is it?
Jim West
So he was coaching Aspen Ladd when she was
at 14.
yeah, and married her at what 18.
Yep.
So Sean Strickland was calling him a pedo and all that, and he said, "I envisioned fighting him instead of Fluffy the whole time. That's why I just went to this dark place." And yeah, and then he started calling Hamzat a goat fucker, and,
We've
and then they cut
witnessed
his mic.
We've witnessed the start of it. Hey, like I
Paramount era.
watched it live, and it was weird because now seeing the aftermath of it, where all the other microphones are still
We're
there.
still
you
on.
can
He's
still
like,
hear him
"Fuck
talking.
you, UFC
Yeah,
motherfuckers."
motherfucker. When I watched it live, he went absolutely
Dead
mute,
quiet,
and
hey,
I'm just
yeah.
like, "Well, here it goes. It's begun." And I was interested to see what Dana had to say about it too as well, because he's such an advocate of free speech.
Yeah. You
And
know what he said that was funny though?
What?
He said, "It's your guys' fault. Why you get all these clips? You ask him the dumbest shit, and then he goes on these tangents. It's like you guys are the reason why he does this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are. That's what media do. That's what
Yeah.
paparazzi do. They're not there to ask you questions that don't get views. They wanna hear the controversial, the stupid shit. But yeah, it was UFC were wrapping it up. We weren't muting his mic. He was 2 minutes into his interview. Like it was Anyway.
Rightio, you just want to preview this fight night next week? Is this the Mexico card?
Yeah, what's
Yes.
going on in Mexico at the moment? Bit fucking heavy on the.
Well, it's in a bit of shambles actually. One of the leaders of the drug cartel, can't remember what it's called, but yeah, El Muncho or something like that. His name is the Mexican government or Mexican agencies took him out, killed him, got rid of him. And the cartels are just up in arms about it now, and they're targeting all other all other government officials.
They'll stop a few UFC cards in Mexico then.
Well, fuck, could this one be in danger? I mean, we haven't heard anything, but
True.
you never know, right?
Have to see.
I haven't seen a whole lot on it. Just seen that like the city was on fire.
Yeah.
Well, not on fire, but there was just
bad.
smoke everywhere.
That's bad. That's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, but
God.
look, hopefully it's doesn't interfere too much. Yeah, run through it. Fight night, Moreno versus Kavanagh.
Just do the main card.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
a couple of undefeated fighters on here. So update on that. 2026 is a much better start for the undefeateds. Only 3 have gone down so far. I think it was, 4 on the first
11
card
to
of-
70 were gone, yeah.
So we got Santiago Luna versus Angel Pacheco.
Santiago all
7-0
day there.
7-3. Yep. Imanol Rodriguez versus Kevin Borges. Fuck, he's a weird looking dude, that Borges, eh?
Very
we got-
long in the face. Who you got with that one? I haven't seen any highlights of him
I
at all.
don't know this Imanol.
Yeah.
No, fella. I think it might be a debut, is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. That's why I haven't seen anything.
Haven't heard that name.
Fuck, I sound professional. I'm catching you, Brad. I'm catching you.
We got Edgar Chairez versus Felipe Boons.
Should be a good
I
fight.
don't know, man. Like, these records are tough, eh? 12-6, 14-8. Let's have a look at Felipe.
36 is a bit long in a tooth.
So he's lost to Rafael Estevam. He beat Jose Johnson. Joshua Van beat him. That's all we need to know. We got Daniel Zellhuber versus King Green. I think Zellhuber should get this one.
King
Man,
Green-
there's some heavy favourites on this card. I've just been looking over them. Hey,
No value?
not really. Fucking Santiago Luna is $1.16.
Jesus.
Rodriguez is $1.24.
Yep.
Edka is $1.32. Zellhuber's $1.19.
See, that's how I end up losing me money, trying to find value, like splitting it up, going, right,
Boys, let's put on a fucking 12-leg multi of all the favourites.
So Zellhuber's going to win by KO or points. That's the shit
Yeah.
I do, and then he'll get a fucking submission out of nowhere. So. Yeah. Fuck, Michael Johnson beat him, eh? Oh, I remember I bet that too, didn't I? Oops.
It's not talking about.
So David Martinez is favourite against Vera,
He is actually, yeah, $1.35.
and then
Fuck
Loney
that.
Kavanagh would be a massive underdog. Sure.
Not as bad as you'd think. Moreno's $1.45, but Kavanagh's $2.76.
276.
All the other ones have been over $3.
What's the reasoning for giving Kavanagh this fight? It's
Well,
prospect.
didn't Alma Bizop, what's his name?
Asu Almabayev pulled out, but like,
Yeah.
why would you give it to someone who's not in the rankings? You know what I mean? Like,
He's probably the only one that wanted to take the fight.
fuck, it's risky for him, eh?
For Moreno.
Kavanagh.
Yeah, I said, well,
He got finished by Charles Johnson. Yeah.
I think Brandon Moreno beats him.
Oh, hands down, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, if he pulls it off, he's right there in the talks, eh?
Yeah, but if he pulls it off, it's only a fucking fluke or Brandon's had a shit go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't see him beating. Oh, look, I could be wrong.
Let me have a quick squiz at the prelims. Oh, Aylin Perez. I hope she wins. We'll see her twerk.
No, fucking bat. What's his name? Fucking Merab. Fuck, he's funny. Slapping her on the ass.
Francis Marshall. He's always fun to watch. Chris Mutino. He's the one that got flogged by Sean O'Malley.
Yes.
That should be a decent fight. He's got he had a chin until Wellmaker slept him. So
Go down the bottom. That Wes Schultz too as well. He's got some mad highlights
Yep.
as well. So that should be a good fight. I don't know who Damian Pinus is, but
I'll be at mini golf for my daughter's birthday party for that one.
damn, the putt Pegasus putt. Is that where you're going?
Yep. Want to come?
No, I just had
Nah.
I just had my Christmas party there. They've got a golf range out the back.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
got
right.
a simulator and everything.
Mad.
Yeah. Oh, I'll come. I'll smash everyone.
Rightio, let's on to news. So the biggest.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry, I had it. You're fucking too quick, mate.
The biggest story for this news cycle is Dan Hooker. This
Why
happened
are you
just
gay?
after we. This happened just after we recorded the last episode. So, so a stripper's come out claiming that she's Dan Hooker's side piece. Reckons his wife knew about her and everything, and then she's caught Dan Hooker on some swinging site, and reckons he's gay as well. And that's like the straw that broke the camel's back for a stripper. You know what I mean?
He's come out. What did I miss? He's playing with it too much. I think he's obviously dossing her, and she's shitty that he's stopped paying bills for her. You know, I would
Probably
say
wanted to be. He's probably wanted to cut it off, or he probably did cut it off, and she's just gotten shitty about it. So she's just making shit up.
Yeah.
he's
Even if he is, who cares? The thing that makes me sad is like they did this big thing for the UFC Sydney card. He was on all the embeddeds with his daughter and his wife and everything. Big family man. You know what I mean? And now he's rooting a stripper. Like that doesn't sit well with me that you're rooting someone other than your wife. You know what I mean? I'm a very traditional man, you know? Like
she did point out we are just average human beings that make a paycheck and we do our thing. These men with a lot of money usually have, and she said this is not my opinion, this is what she said, but it's more common than not that the men have 2-3 different women in their life and the wife just accepts it.
Prime example of that is probably Conor McGregor.
Yeah. Any famous person you see, there's always...
It's just the one that came to mind.
Yeah.
Boys, all three of us, if we had inklings of going to see another woman, our wives would be like, catch you later, fuck.
Spud.
It's bad. It's bad.
Yes, it gone. I'm taking half your shit, half your super, and you're going to have your kids on the weekends.
I've got no interest. I don't know whether your interests for women and men change when you got heaps of money. I don't get it. I guess when you've got heaps of money and you can get whatever you want, then it's literally, well, I want that, so I'm going to get it now. But I don't know. I'm of the opinion that if you've got a woman that is looking after your kids at home, then you should be respecting that.
That's what I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so we got heaps of slides. Do you want to listen to her?
Nah, fuck it. Just talk shit.
You can go listen
And
to
I'm
it
not
if you
being
want. Followers.
sexist either. Like,
She's a fuckwit.
if he was brutally bashing her and doing all of this shit, it's a fucking love triangle. And you said it, Brad. If he's gay and loves dick, good on him.
Yeah.
You go do you, boo. But she's just trying to get a fucking pay.
Yeah,
Fuck
100%.
off.
Did you see? Did you see her Dan Hooker's wife's father?
Yeah, he called him
Came
out.
out, made a video, called him out. We can do it. We can have a scrap.
What
I'll
about
fight.
someone commented on there, said that's not a real smart move to call out a alleged gay man. He's going to choke you to sleep and you'll wake up with a leaky ass.
Yeah.
Weird thing to do on Instagram.
That's what made it real.
That's clout chasing, though, from the dad.
So imagine the wife, hey, Dad, can you not? Like, you embarrass the fuck out of me.
But that's what made it real, fellas. For her dad to be coming out, obviously it's real about the woman.
Yeah.
But you don't do it on social media.
No, that's how you get paid these days, Jack. Oh. That's how you get views. That's how you get people asking for interviews. And, it's just not a big enough story. Dan Hooker's poking men. Fucking move on. It's 2026.
Who gives a fuck?
Jinx, boys.
Jinx, don't talk now for the rest of it, but I'll punch you.
Righto, next up we got Gable Stevenson. They made him look human with this tomato can here. So old mate's just done this spin kick, fair in the fucking neck. He's got a chin.
He looked a bit shonky on the feet there, didn't he?
Yeah, he looks unco. And that's fucking Khabib looked like he'd never thrown a punch before in his life, and then he eventually started. Like, it's MMA. You're just learning. You keep fighting tomato cans, keep getting that boxing down pat.
His ground game is
John Jones in
so elite, though, isn't it?
So I feel like he should not fuck around with the striking. Like, if that's his game plan and that's what he's good at.
But then look at Bo Nickel, man.
Yeah, you've got to get good somehow.
You've got to have a wide range of MMA. And if you've just get your striking to 60, 70% and have that ability to wrestle like that as a heavyweight, you're done, bruh. You're done. But at the moment, that striking at the start looked like fucking someone with 20, 30% striking. So I disagree. I think he needs to become not elite, but somewhat crafty.
Comfortable.
With his hands, yeah.
No, I'm not saying don't work on your striking. Obviously work on it more than anything because he knows how to wrestle. But in the fight, don't fuck around on your hands.
Start that
Take
video again.
down.
Start that video again.
It'll just...
So when you look at how telegraphed that spinning round kick was, as a fighter in a cage, you need to be able to fucking see that coming.
Well, these coaches were screaming at him to put his hands up, and he wasn't.
Well, that's the point. They're seeing it telegraphed at behind the cage, you know.
Yeah.
So he just needs some work on the stand-up and don't rush him. So look at that. Like,
He drops his hands.
Yeah. And we all drop our hands, but it was...
Yeah, it was crazy. He dropped his hands and he pulled his legs close together.
Yeah,
like you just lose all your base there. Like
you're dodging a calf kick and blocking your chest. But yeah,
he's doing the right thing. He just needs to keep fighting cans until.
Good job, Gable.
Yeah,
good job, Johnny.
100%.
There was talk of him making his debut on the White House card. How fucking cool would that be?
That would be so good.
He'd want to be fighting.
It'd be a mad
Donald
story,
Trump.
eh? Donald Trump. Right, next up we got Conor Benn signed to Zuffa Boxing, and if the rumours are true, this one's a 7-figure deal.
$8 million.
$8 million.
$8 million.
It's 15.
I got told it was $8 million.
I've been seeing 15
That
everywhere.
would be 7 figures if it was.
Didn't you say 7-figure?
It's eight figures.
8 figures. Yeah, well, it
8
has
figures.
to be 10
It's
minimum, doesn't it? 10 mil.
15 million is what I heard.
15 mil. Yeah.
That's
For
wild.
one fight.
I don't know if this is true or not, but there's a rumor that the total pay for last year's fighters in the UFC was $15 million.
50.
15.
Nah, that's impossible. That's impossible.
Hey,
Sean,
I said it was a rumor.
Yeah.
I said it was a rumor. The total amount of fighter pay in the UFC last year was 15 million.
fighter pay.
No, because Pereira fought.
Yeah, Pereira was getting $2.5 to $3 million a fight. What's his
Ankle
name?
Life, I think, only walked away with 700,000 from that fight.
Yeah, but that's 15
Not
million.
many people get over $1 million.
Yeah, but you only need 15 fighters to get over $1 million, right? That's 15 million there, plus all the rest. It's impossible. 15 million would be.
Hey.
I know you're only
A
saying.
majority of the prelim fighters though get 10 and 10,
Yeah,
or just 10.
yeah.
Yeah,
It probably does add up fast, but look,
Yeah, I think that's
just a rumor.
So do you think a lot of UFC fighters are going to get the shits with this?
Well, they brought it out. Eddie Hearn's on the back end of it saying, you know, you'd be gutted to have a UFC fighter. They said Sean Strickland's expected to make $5.5 million from that fight.
Well, there you go. Like,
You know, like
if you're a superstar, you'll earn your coin.
You just earn your money, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Dana, this is as much as we want to talk about fighter pay, how many opportunities has all of the fighters had to come out and say we don't get paid enough?
No, they never do.
They
And
never
Jake
do.
Matthews, you wouldn't expect him to earn a lot of money. And he said, I'll debate anyone about fighter pay or talk to anyone about it.
Dana says, I've protected these fighters forever. Every other organisation flashed their checks and that. They've got the opportunity. If they want to tell you what they've made, he goes, they don't fucking tell you because they don't want you to know what they're making. So
didn't they slip DC $1 million check after one of the Jones fights or something?
yeah, I think that was after he got caught.
Every fight he had,
The
he never walked away without $1 million. Apparently,
See, that's decent. DC's not the biggest star, eh? Like
You're right. I fucking hate DC. But yeah,
good on Conor Benn, man. Like he's in that route, right? If you look at it for top boxing purses, it's not that big of a thing when you look at Canelo and all that sort of stuff. And Tyson
for
Fury.
sure.
It's a massive payday and good on.
it's a one
Zuffa.
fight too as well. That's not a multiple fight contract. That's just one fight.
Yeah. So good on
Huge.
Conor Benn for getting that cash for one fight, and good on Zuffa for really having a dig at trying to get some good talent.
I just love the timing of it all. Eddie Hearn comes out and mocks the title
Yeah.
of Zuffa, and then all of a sudden the next news cycle, you've got Conor being signed with Zuffa, and Eddie Hearn going, he didn't even reply to my message.
Yeah.
He didn't answer the call. He just said no.
Like beating up babies.
And then Dana's just like, you can tell these kids, like, they suck.
I found this wholesome moment of Terence Crawford coaching his son in a wrestling tournament. I just thought it was cool to see. It's just like he's a real person, like this multi-millionaire.
Head to the side! Head to the side! Drive it over! Break it! Break it! Drive it over, T!
so
shit,
hard
eh?
wrestling, man.
I love Bud. He's so cool. He's my favorite boxer. Did you see that? So I'm pretty sure Usyk's going to fight on one of the Zuffa cards.
Isn't he fighting Rico Van Hooven?
Possibly. But I also heard that Andy Ruiz, Ruiz, yeah. He's going to be fighting for Zuffa as well. And there's rumours that Tyson Fury's going to sign a deal.
Wow.
He will take over the world.
There's some fucking big names coming, man.
Deontay Wilder is a dosser.
The bronze dosser.
The dosser.
Fucking someone asked Dana White at the press conference something to do with along the lines of, are you going to sign bigger name fighters for multi-fight contracts instead of the one-off ones, or are you going to keep doing the singles? And he got the shits, and he's like, "What's what we do at the end of the year, kid?" And like, yeah, but that's not what he asked, bro. Like, are you going to sign?
Answer the question, bro.
Yeah,
he's trying to build a brand, so he's going to try and probably sign those single fight deals.
Yeah.
Which is all cool.
And that's what you have to do. Like, they just released a massive big list of all the fighters that they've signed, and 99.9% of them, other than Conor Benn and Joe Opatai's, you just don't even know. Yeah. You know, so...
I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but
no buy-in.
Dana should fucking move
to
Zuffa and just be that CEO of that and control that, and let Hunter Campbell or fucking Mick Maynard or someone like that take over the mic for the UFC.
John Anik. Put John Anik in there. Imagine him, like the intelligence and the way he can detail and in depth of the fighters. Like, you think it back to when Dana White, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you know, just how he used to break it down. But now he just reads off palm cards. He can't. So.
I agree with John Anik. But do you think, like, he won't do it, but do you think Joe Rogan will be any good?
No. Joe Rogan's too invested in his podcast venture.
I'm not saying he's going to do it. I said he probably would never do it because of his podcast, right? But I'm saying, would he be good at it?
No, I don't. I think
he doesn't have the passion he used to have.
Or it's not even that.
I think he does have the passion. I just don't think. I think he's too busy.
Well, it's not about even busy. Let's say he scrapped it all. The question is, would he be good at it? I don't think so, because he's too much of a talker. Like, the first time the first fight he'd talk about, you'd be there for half an hour of him going, would he win? You know, like,
have you heard of MK Ultra?
Yeah. Oh, I think he's got one of the most incredible IQs, knowledge. He knows more about UFC than John and Dana and everyone else put together.
He's forgotten more than we know.
Yeah. I just think he's a little bit too long.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but I do like the fact that he knows fighters in other combat sports. Like Alex Pereira, when he first came to the UFC, he was telling Dana years before Pereira was in the UFC, you need to sign this guy. You need to sign this guy. He came in and Joe was so high on him, and he got wrestle fucked for the first 2 rounds, but then landed a fucking flying knee. And Joe's like, I told you.
Listen to his latest podcast with Joe White. Like, he's talking about people in ONE FC. This
is what I mean. Yeah. He's so well versed in all the other areas.
It's not, you need someone to be super sharp and simple. He's going to create a fucking absolute black hole of I just don't see him to be able to get on. I genuinely think the voice of the UFC is now John Anik. When I listen to UFC, it's John Anik's voice. It used to be Joe Rogan. It used to be like Goldberg. You know what I mean?
My good friend Joe Rogan.
Yeah, you know, it used to be Goldberg, and then it was Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan has passed that torch on to John Anik. And I think John Anik, when I think of UFC, I've now got John's voice in my head, and I would love to see him break down the fights, introduce the fights. And then maybe Hunter Campbell or Mick Maynard might be able to put the belts on, you know.
And do the post-fight presses.
Yeah.
What about Ariel Helwani?
No. He hasn't got, again, he would be too political with it. Like, it wouldn't be a...
But wouldn't it be funny to get the pointed questions asked at him for a change? where he's asking the pointed questions and he's getting peppered with these hard questions?
He's not the guy. He's just not him. Definitely
yeah,
not.
he'll end up going on a rant for 15 minutes.
Yeah, and that's what I think Joe
bringing
would be.
receipts and tearing down that person that asked him that stupid question.
No, he'll get the shits and go in the
that.
crowd and start asking people shit. Do you think that was a late stoppage? You have one job, referee, and he'd be blowing up, going on a tangent.
Yeah, no, I would love to see John Anik.
Yeah, John Anik. I think that's a really good choice.
Yeah, he for the most part he's very neutral in the way he sort of commentates and interacts with fighters. You know, obviously he has his favourites like fucking Bilal.
But he's transformed
like
into that now. He's transformed into the neutral person for the UFC. And
But that would mean his job description would have to change because he'd have to be in the know with all the workings behind the scenes, you know what I mean? So when he got asked shit, he'd have to know.
No, see, that's why I'm not. I think leave the introductions to the fight, the marketing to John Anik, but when it comes to the presses, that's when Hunter Campbell and Maynard stand up there and they're answering it, right? I think for the enthusiasm to come back, who's more enthusiastic than John Anik? Like, look at us at the press conference.
He's been doing the press conferences.
Yeah, but it's the press con. I'm talking about, though, instead of on the fucking private jet going.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The marketing and fight
like John Anik now, you know, if you don't know, now you know.
He's the voice of the UFC.
I was thinking he should take Dana's jobs. Like, righto, we did 16 million gate, blah, blah, blah. What questions you got for me, guys?
I think Hunter Campbell could handle that. That'd be fine.
I don't like Dave Shaw. They get Dave Shaw to do it when Dana doesn't.
I think John Anik could do that too as well. Do you think fucking Dana White goes back and types in all the statistics? He's handed a piece of paper in bold writing.
Yeah, but then like the inner workings of how the company's going, like what they're planning, where they're going, intricate details that only Dana and the bosses know, they would have to clue John in, and then he would have to get pre-permission to, can I talk about this or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, true. Like there's probably a bit more complicated than just throwing John Anik in there, but
I would like to see that if that was possible.
Yeah, more John Anik voice.
Yeah. Rightio, this is a bigger clip of the video I showed you last week where the guy broke his arm. He didn't realise it. So this is the video where he actually breaks it and you can see where he breaks it.
Crazy how he still throws punches with it, eh?
Oh.
Look at him just throwing punches with it. Look at it flop around, look. He stopped and slapped.
He's still just throwing it.
Look at it just wobbling.
But where it first breaks, eh? Oh,
Look at the adrenaline. Doesn't even feel it. Look at that. Oh, imagine what that feels like with a broken arm.
Just look at it. Free, dude.
Yeah.
What do we got here? This is Robert Whittaker talking about going to 205, which I think is a fucking bad move.
Nah, he has to, man. What's he going to do?
Get knocked out.
What's he going to do? At least he tries. He's just going to get knocked out in the weight division he is. DDP beat him. Izzy's going to beat him. Khamzat fucking broke his jaw. Like, what's he do?
What do you think Yuri's going to do to him?
So, but at least have a go at it, though. I think you at least have to have a go.
Man. I think it's
Can you bring up the rankings before we no? Let's listen to this, then talk about the rankings.
5 most likely.
Oh wow! So you've finally sort of decided to go for it with 205.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a go. I know a lot of naysayers, a lot of things on the internet. So small this, small that. Shut up, dude. Like, I want to give it a go. I'm on the tail end of my career, so like I've got to try rather than just thinking about what ifs.
What was the final sort of, I suppose, thing that pushed you over the edge to be like, oh, I want to try this? Is it like what you mentioned, the fact that it's the tail end of your career and you just want to, hey, before I wrap it up and I'm still an elite fighter here, I just want to see how I feel. I saw you were talking about like the weights and how, you know, you won't have to cut as much weight. So that will be interesting to see how that impacts you. Like, what was the final thing that you were like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to do it, man?
It's hard to say. There was never really like a nail in the coffin. It was more just like 205 most likely.
Yeah. Let's bring up the rankings
boys,
and have a look.
I've put out a bit of a request to
Let me just say before you get that out. Middleweight, you had Luke Rockhold go up, you had Chris Weidman go up, and they got destroyed. They, at their time, they were decent fighters. Like Luke Rockhold and Chris Weidman are former champions, like Whittaker.
Yeah.
They're just too fucking big, man. They're just too big up there.
Yeah, they are.
It's such a big jump. 185 to 205.
He can't make welterweight. There's no way he makes welterweight. There's no way in hell.
Well, yeah, he used to fight there, but his body's way too
big.
That.
So, who does he beat in middleweight?
Well, it's not about who do you beat. Who the fuck's he going to beat at light heavyweight? So,
but at least that's the what ifs, though. He already knows what is in for him at middleweight. Maybe, just maybe, he's confident enough to go, if I put on some weight, because he's been talking about an in-depth change of his fighting style. He said, I was champion for a couple of years. Everyone studied me. I'm so readable now. I'm so predictable. I'm going to have to reevaluate my whole fighting style. And with that, go up to light heavyweight. The worst thing that happens is he gets knocked out twice in a row and he puts the white flag up and he sails off to the sunset. So, a champion of the UFC.
Give him Dominic Reyes.
After last week, do you think he beats Fluffy?
Yeah, I think he beats Fluffy.
Could he beat Kai Baralho?
Yes.
That's a bit like fucking...
He beat Roman Dolidze, eh?
Yes. I don't think he can still fight many people. This is the problem. Can he beat Khamzat? No. Can he beat DDP? No. DDP smoked him. Nasruddin Imavov? No. Sean Strickland? No. Brendan Allen? There might be a decent fight there. Yeah. Israel Adesanya? Been beaten twice already. Like, that's...
But look at these names. No.
But the difference between middleweight
Brad, Hill.
The middleweight Brad and light heavyweight is we've already seen that, so we know what to know. What does he look at like at light heavyweight? I know they're big, but maybe his body reacts super different. He changes some fighting. He comes out, wrestles a bit more, changes the left-right fucking kick.
I don't like any of them fights for him, mate. Jamal Hill might be the only one.
Dominic Reyes he'd beat Dominic Reyes.
He's fucking like the tallest cunt in the division, isn't he? Like
give him someone in the top 15 between 10 and 15. Give him a Rakic or a Reyes or a Johnny Walker or a Krylov.
Nikita Krylov.
They're so similar in the way they fight. They're Nikita Krylov, Dustin Jacoby.
Bogdan Goskov he could beat.
Give him someone between 10 and 15 and see how he does. And if it's an absolute cracker of a fight, then give him someone between 6 and 10, you know?
No, he can tell me to shut up all he fucking likes. I don't want to see my Bobby hurt.
Yeah, I know that. I know. I sent a bit of a message to MM Arcade. So that's a podcast that he's got. Asked him to collab. So he said he's going to get back to me too as well. So shout out Bobby Knuckles if you can just answer me and give me a date and a time, please.
Fuck yeah, he won't now.
Yes, he will. He's my best mate, bro.
Bestie boy. Righto. All the best, Bobby. Hope he kills everyone up there. Next up, Merab Dvalishvili is headlining RAF 08. This is pretty cool to see.
He will smoke it. That's
great, isn't it?
That's where he lives.
Are you going to watch it?
Jack watches it and gives me feedback. I'm not.
I'm not paying for it. No,
I'm not interested in wrestling.
It's not my thing.
Yeah, it's just not my thing. I don't understand it enough, and I know it's not that complicated, but yeah, it's just not adrenaline packed for me.
Right, we spoke about this one. Hamzat's reportedly injured.
Well.
Oh, the hate is just so forced, Jack. I'm telling you.
Fucking oath. I hate him.
We close that down early.
I hate him.
Already spoke about it, but.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got, boys?
Worst.
What else we got?
I don't know. Fucking what else have we got? So
that's it. Dan Hooker's gay. No one cares. Just don't cheat on your wife, Dan.
Any other knockouts from that fight card? Urasmetic, do you reckon? Have you got him in there?
That's what I said.
I already got him in there.
Well, Jacoby Smith should go in there.
Yeah, Jacoby Smith would go in there. I would put that in there more of a performance, though, not a KO. Anyway, that's it.
I'll update them.
That's it.
Rightio, if you made it this far, thanks for listening. We are out and peace.